All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Oh, wait, let me get Joel on here. Joel, we got some counter programming. Is Jerome Powell still going?
Hey, Jerome, man,
I think he's still going.
He pumping Powell. I'm checking him right now. He is living true to his form today. He is pumping the S&Ps so much that they're above my highest number for the day. The highest number for the day I had 4150, but the next number 4575. That's your old-time closing high. That's $1.50 away. Who knows how much this market can go in the next 29, 28 minutes here. Just a little hesitation off the open, not much. Matched the pre-market low, caught a bid, took out the pre-market high at 26 and a quarter, and really there was no looking back. Curtain high 45 and a half. As I mentioned, that old-time closing high from last week at 45 and 3/4. Crude makes a new high for the move, gets into the 73 handle, but nope. Not posting a new high for the rebound. New high for the rebound. This recent rebound is 73.12, and we're currently under $73. No one's buying gold. Who needs gold when you can buy stocks down 430 at 1778.60? Silver down 15 cents at 25.87 and a half. And Bitcoin, what a day in Bitcoin. Went down to 28,800, rallied $4,500 off that to 33,310, and now it's like a nothing day. Up $20 at 32,580. Ethereum, big range in that, dipped under 1,700, back over 1,900, down $39.25 at 1904. So there's a rundown of your commodities here on. And I just think you just have to call it a terrific Tuesday if I had to come up with a name for it.
I think here's what I think happened is Jerome Powell saw what Bullard said on CNBC on Friday, and he's like, whoa, hold my scotch. And then he was like, I'm going to turn this market around. And that's exactly what happened here. We have another member of the $1 trillion market cap club, Microsoft.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Welcome. Up 293. More than filled that gap. Probably new all-time high for Mr. Softy. Yep. They hit it after earnings. The fools. They brought it back, filled the gap, broke out. Good day for Mr. Softy. I believe we'll be making an all-time closing high, too. That was 61.97. We're currently, $4 above that. So breakout for Mr. Softy.
Yeah, it's just, there are pockets of red, healthcare, utilities, but tech is Rip City here. It's not. That's an all-time high for the Nasdaq, right? It's got to be.
Oh yeah, let's look at the Qs. I believe so. We identified that rotation last week. I mean, they were just selling the down. I mean, it was like tech didn't matter. Apple, we had mentioned the trading range, and that had a 24-day trading range. Broke out of that 128.5. Now matching this high at 134.07, current high 33.91. That's just one daily high though, but not too far. Well, what was our all-time high? Oh, that was a while ago in January. That's when we made the all-time high. So some room to run for Mr. Softy, for Apple as well. Amazon, 1 day breather, Prime Day results. I mean, if this thing doesn't have a date with 35.50, then we'll be at the top of the trading range. But had a big update, second day of Prime Day, and then boom, making a run all-time high, 35.54. I do remember that trading in the 36.50 handle after earnings. So Amazon and then Google, talked about that yesterday. Continue its march, new all-time high for Facebook. Tesla getting an important part of a trading range up to 635.
So just to clarify it for a second here, if anyone's wondering, like, well, I don't really understand why the market's doing this. So what happened was on Friday, James Bullard was on CNBC, and he essentially said that and we know that he's been an outlier in the past, but what he said on Friday was that inflation was a little bit more than what the Fed had expected. That was what the market took away from he was on TV for like a half hour, and that was the biggest takeaway. What Jerome Powell was saying right now, or in the last hour or so, is that we're not going to raise rates preemptively. We are not going to, we're not there yet, right? Basically just saying, it's still going to be a while, right? He says, I think he was asked about 5% inflation. He was like, well, that's a little bit too high. But he basically is saying, slow down. We're not going to change anything anytime. Because that's basically what Bullard's comments implied was whoa, maybe but he's saying no changes anytime soon. That's why the market's turning around here or going up here today. Gosh, I don't even really know where to go with this.
I just will say we sniffed that all-time closing high, and we got to 45.5. All-time closing high 45.75. We missed that by a take. Jerome is done, so he's done testifying. Some of these people were pretty hard on him. A lot of these politicians use this as like the grandstand, and talk about their policies and everything. But he held his own, and I actually listened to part of the testimony, and he thinks once these unemployment benefits run out, if they're not renewed, the people are going to be going back to work. So that's
serious question. Does anyone actually know? I don't know. Does anyone know when that happened? When that is? When do these benefits run out? I should know because it's relevant to the market, but I don't know. Does anyone in the chat know when these benefits run out? I would have assumed they would have run out already, but clearly that is not correct. Let us know if you know, because I would love to know when they run out. September is. People are saying September. Oh, that's a long ways away. Oh man, it's going to be a brutal summer if it isn't already for any business that's relying on like low wage labor. Any restaurant owner, I feel for them. Going to be a tough summer. What else, Joel? What else did you want to talk about today? We can talk about just the continued strength in like Roku again. Did you see Roku today?
Just like Roku.
It's still going.
News upgrade. What do we got? Just a tech rally?
Nothing. And then after this, I want to talk about the 3D stocks. But
okay. I mean, big 4-day run, 330 to over 400. Whoever was leading on the this all-time high, 397.69, they got tattooed. That's a big 4-day stretch, but same kind of behavior. Opened up near the high, boom, took off, closed, opened up near the high, took off, boom, closed. So that's a pretty strong trend. I don't know if it's ever done it 5 days in a row, but 4 great days for Roku.
I should have clarified. There's no news today. There was a headline out on like Friday. The headline was out Friday. It was like there are some unique. Let's see. They said from there was a 2-week period where they had a record number of unique accounts streaming the Roku channel. So that was out Friday, but it's been strong since then. What about the 3D stocks today, Joel? DDD or what's the other one? SNYS, is that it? No.
SSYS.
I knew that. And 3D had news. There was they announced the co-development. Oh man, this is a 3D bioprinted regenerative soft tissue matrix for use in breast reconstruction procedures. They're working with a company called CollPlant, which is CLGN, the ticker. But so we have some more use cases for. Not that we didn't have this use case already, but 3D is blasted off, and the whole space is blasted off. There's SSYS, there's XONE, and there's this one.
Okay, Triple D, the one your leader, it had the news.
Yep.
Just if you're looking for a target, I know y'all want to hold out for $55 again, but if you want to hold out for an intermediate target, I'm targeting your March high of this year, 39.23. That's after it came off hard to that 56.50 level. Haven't hit it yet today. This is the first move of a two-day move, perhaps. So first things first, take out that 38.55 tomorrow. Boom. Next target 39.23. SSYS Stratasys. How's that doing today? Blasting off as well in sympathy. Opened up right at the high of the session. No gap. Boom. Took off. That has backed off a little bit more than Triple D. That got up to 26.33, back under it. So at 26, we'll just call it 26 moving in tomorrow, even though you got through it by 33 cents. We'll call that a good level moving forward. And then there's is Voxel Jet still around? Voxel Jet is still around.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a small.
That's a throwback name.
That's a throwback name. That's moving just 15. Look at all these times here. You got above 15, and then you found sellers. Today you just got over 15, 15, 15. So if you're looking for a breakout in this, you got to clear out those sellers 15, hold 15 on a closing basis. And is there another one? There's ONVO is not
there's XONE is, I think, the
there I go. Yeah. XONE, and that's a lower price stock, I think, right?
No, not ONVO. ONVO, no. ONVO is doing yes, technically 3D printing, but that's not moving like it is.
Weren't they doing organs?
Yeah, it was 3D printed organs. I
wouldn't want no paper organ, but
it's bad enough we have paper hands, Joel. We don't need paper organs too. What
XONE, I just want to alert investors, traders, whatever you guys call yourselves, unemployed millionaires. 23. What was that high? 23.91, didn't quite get there. Got there to 23.69 today. So that backed off too. S&P's backing off, catching a little cold in the 42.40 handle.
Wait, Joel, we lost you. We lost your audio. I thought we got our internet fixed. Damn it. And all right, well, while Joel's fixing his mic, I just want to say, yes, this is TradeStation you're looking at. This is Joel's TradeStation account. This is the platform that Joel uses. Let's unmute him here. Says your mic's not connected. This is our At the Close show. I know we had a few people who are watching Jerome Powell. I know that Joel and I are not market moving like Uncle Jerome is, but we're way more fun, to be honest with you. So this is our daily show we do every day from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Wait, Joel. Okay. Wait 1 second. Why don't you get your mic worked out, and then I'll bring you back on here. Joel and I, if you're new to the channel and new to the stream, do a daily show with Dennis Dick, who's our third wheel, if you will, every day from 8 to 9 Eastern time right here on this channel. I wanted to look at, when Joel gets back also, I wanted to look at space. I knew you guys were talking about that. And there's a few tickers flying in chat. I'm trying to write them down as I go, but we will do ticker time with Joel for the next few minutes as soon as he gets his microphone working. Apparently he was having some computer problems this morning, and now appears to have gotten those fixed, but now it's like a mic problem or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Joel,
did you get me back?
We got you. Yes.
You know what I did?
What
happened?
You kicked the thing out? What'd you do?
I banged my fist on the table. And I don't know what that did.
Oh.
But
right.
Back my nifty computer skills here, folks.
Don't pound the table.
I'm not pounding the table anymore.
Right,
Holy mac! I went boom like that, and then you're like, can't hear Joel anymore. That was a first. Okay, I'm back. What was I saying?
Yeah, I don't even.
That was funny. I can't believe that happened.
I have no idea. I was just saying to the chat, I want you to look at space if you can.
Space?
Yeah, it's having a good day. It's up, what, 10%, 9%? Something like that.
Man, what?
I don't know.
I mean, run up consolidation, folks. I mean, it's the only thing I can say.
Let's try. We lost your charts when the whole mic thing went down. So I don't know what happened there.
Completely falling apart at the seams here.
Oh God, the market's going to the moon and we're falling apart here.
The only thing I can say is that, you had a nice bump, and then you had a trading range between 34 and 38, and then you just caught a bid today and took out the top of the consolidation area. So, just when you have consolidation periods, don't fret. Use them and use them to your advantage.
Okay, let's go to chat. I know people.
Let's go to the
if
chat.
you made some good money today on Alf, congratulations. That was the exclusive that Benzinga Pro had this morning. Let's talk about. Let me scroll up here. Let me scroll up. First come, first serve.
They want to talk Twitter. I mean, I must have had 87,428 questions. Is Twitter going to fill the gap? And every time I said yes, it's going to fill the gap. And in order to fill the gap, I actually said I was going to sell my stock if I did that. 63.99 is what you got to. That was to fill the gap, and you got to 64.05. I would just, if I would look for a little pause here. And, it did fill the gap. Maybe give it another day or two. But if my memory serves me correctly, not only in this stock, but in other stocks, they fill the gap and then they get a little lazy and they come back down. But yes, for you guys that were holding out for the gap fill, you got it. Ring the register. Don't be a pig.
What about Carvana? Emily Davis is noting there was heavy put volume yesterday in Carvana. Now it's running up 6% today. The problem with looking at options, and this is, maybe I need to learn more about this, but my issue with options volume is you never know what it means, right? Like put buyers could just be hedging, right? So there's no
buyers could be. I mean,
right. There's no way to know.
Yeah, if someone's maybe someone bought a ton of stock.
Yeah.
And then said, "Hey, I'm going to hedge with some puts," right?
Yeah.
Or is someone, the put activity, someone is like really bullish. They don't want to buy the stock, so they sell the puts, right?
Yeah.
So it's just the schmo that thought it was going down, that thought 300 was going to hold, then they're the one that's the losers. But S&Ps are losing altitude here. We're backing off for 7. I mean, we've only had 120-point rally off yesterday's low. So, back up within the striking distance the time. And like as soon as Jerome stopped speaking, I mean, as the market went down, he's got to get him back on. That's what we need. But still, we're still up 24 handles on the day. Just a little profit taking after that big run.
What about TAP, Molson Coors. Andrew Garver asked about TAP. 2 inside days in a row, he says.
Okay, well, you know what that means? That means that you got to play off this. You got to break out over, smaller ranges too. Break out over 56 in those 2 days, and then 54 must hold. Hit that lower 54 on Friday, 54 here. This is also, you got monthly resistance. It hit that monthly resistance earlier in the month, 61.48, 61.11, and then going back to February, 61.94. So just ran into a little monthly resistance. Really like to see it hold 54. S&Ps just lose another 2 points as we're speaking. We are now 9 points off that daily high of 45.5, heading into the final 9 minutes. Maybe we had a little bit of some sell imbalances of people ringing the register. It's pumping Powell.
Let's go to
another handle goes down, goes 42.36 here. It's going to be an interesting close. What else you got for me, Spence?
Well, did you see? I saw this on Twitter. So Krispy Kreme filed to go public a while back, right?
Yes.
So again, and so they're at their target valuation, it'll be around $4 billion. So in case you're wondering, the market cap to donut sold ratio for Krispy Kreme was going to be about 3 because they sold about 1.3 billion donuts last year. And
that's a lot of donuts.
Yeah, but also they're going to give them all away now because if you got a vaccine, you can get a free donut or whatever. So I don't know. Anyway, I just thought that was funny. What about SoFi? We can look at that. I'm long. There's not a ton of chart history to go off of, so I don't know.
SoFi,
yeah,
boom, social finance, kind of zagging. You've had a trading range going back to June 8th, kind of moving in on the lower end of that trading range. Bad day today, good market, so that's a little bit concerning. But just as long as you stay above 2065, that was your low here, a little bit above it. 20, what's this one here? 28, 2089. I mean, trading range, I don't know. It doesn't look great. I don't like the way it's acting on a strong market, but we'll see if it can hold the bottom of that trading range. It's been there for 2 weeks.
Oh, here's one we haven't looked at for a while. Let's look at Live Nation from Richard Judge. LYV. People are going to concerts? People are going to events? Games?
Is this an all-time high? Holy Toledo. Look at that. No, it's close. It's close. A 1-day move turned into a 2-day move. It turned into a 3-day move. And you are coming up one number only to worry about, 94.63. Maybe not. Let me give you 2 numbers to worry about. You hit 92.43 today, or going back on June 2nd, and 92.55. So knocked it out, only 80 cents away. You got a seller there at 92.50. Once they knock him or her out, that paves the way to the all-time high, which is 93.07, and your all-time closing high. This is going to be an all-time closing high. Oh, 91.72. That's what you got to get to post an all-time closing high for Live Nation. You planning on going to any concerts soon, Spencer? I don't have any.
No, I'm not. I was never really a big concert guy to begin with. I've probably in my life been to like a half dozen concerts. So
yeah, really.
So yeah, I'm just not a big concert guy.
No faster horses this year. We're not going to faster horses.
Wait, is that the country one that you pretend you don't want to go to, but you actually do?
That is the one that I didn't want to go to, but Lisa's friend had to bail out at the last second.
Lisa dragged me there.
That was crazy, man. That was at Michigan International Speedway. Have you ever been up there?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy. But nope. We'll see. We'll see about the Michigan football games in the fall, and perhaps some concerts on the horizon. What do we got? We got 5 minutes left.
Ronnie Clark is looking at resistance and deck.
Ronnie Clark.
Yeah.
He is the top student in PreMarket Prep Plus. I just want you to tell that.
Hey now.
DAC, DECK.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. It's pretty. I mean, it's obvious here because you hit 348.57, then you hit 347. Yeah, maybe Ronnie, maybe we just hold up here for a few days. You make some lows like 342, 343, then you kind of bunch up, but it looks like you're still taking around at this number right now. 48.57, what you hit today, 47.60, still 5 minutes to go into session. And then, wow, the big, super, extra major resistance. You had 3 highs right around that all-time high. The all-time high was 53.70, and that was flanked by a couple other highs, 177 and 280. All-time closing high is up in that area, too. This is the Uggs company, right? They sell Uggs?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
They're winter shoes that you can't wear in the winter. Some of those Ugg slippers. I really don't understand them.
And they also make Teva. Yeah, that's the other brand. Teva.
They make Teva?
No. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Tava's.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I didn't know they made them. I knew Tava Pharmaceuticals didn't make
Yeah.
them, but yeah, Uggs are.
And they do make UGG slippers. I know because I had the same pair for a decade.
How could you wear those? Don't you? My feet would schwitz in those like to no end. There's all that thick fur there.
You wear them like outside in the snow, and they
You can't wear Uggs, and the girls have the Ugg boots, and they're like, "Oh, it's snowing out. We can't wear them." I'm like, "What the hell good are boots that you
Well, I
can't wear
don't
in
wear
the
them in I
snow?"
don't wear them in public. I wear them if I have to like go to my car in the snow or whatever. You know what I mean? I want to correct myself. I think I said at the top of the show that Microsoft was in the $1 trillion market cap club. I meant $2 trillion. Obviously, that was
double it.
Was a mistake. I was only off by a trillion. Oops. 357 here. Joel off the highs of the session, but regardless,
Still trying. I mean, 7 handles. I mean, you could snap your fingers and you're back up there. But yeah, 30. I mean, like I said, yesterday or midnight last night, we hit 41, 26, 75. So 120 point rally, pretty unusual. Erased all the losses, back up near all-time highs, which we may be tested. Just a little profit taking here into the close.
Good call. Who brought this up? Mitch Olson. We've been talking about the stay-at-home trade, but Peloton has not been participating. It is today, but there was a couple of days last week when the rest of the stay-at-home stocks were off and Peloton was not. Really?
News. They got news.
Was there?
Some corporate partnership. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't see that. They're going to allow companies, so like a B2B thing. They're going to allow companies to get access to Peloton subscription and content. Looks like. Okay.
I don't know. I tell you right now.
And wearables, and they're going to expand into wearables. That was the big one, wearables. Okay.
Well, with the pool open, I don't think I've been on the Peloton in 2 weeks. But anyways, nice move for it. You talk about gap fills. You're hoping for a gap fill. Well, you finally got it. I don't know if that was earnings that it took a dive off. 115.76 was the low on this day. You filled the gap and then some. 117.66. 119.48. That's my next target here. And if you're looking for like more on this, if it's a solid retracement, why not get half of this move back here? Boom, 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 boom.
What's the
that takes you closer up to 129. So Peloton, and how's Zoom doing? Is Zoom still zooming?
Zoom is doing okay. Zoom's doing okay.
After a big move up, consolidation here, and maybe another leg higher. Hit that 380 right on the nose. All right, we're going off the board at like 42.36. That's a gain of 22 handles. That's not a bad day, all things considered, from where we were yesterday. Sorry we couldn't coach it up to a new all-time closing high, folks. But hey, we'll see what happens overnight. Perhaps we can get that tomorrow.
All right, Andres Ramirez asked about Microsoft. Andres, just rewind the show about a half hour to the very beginning, and you'll get to the Microsoft talk. Everyone, have a good rest of your day. Joel, I'll see you tomorrow. Smash that like button, please, everyone, and thank you. Please remember, all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. And Money Mitch is up right now. Stay tuned for that. This stream will redirect. You don't got to do anything. Just don't touch that dial, if that's a thing. Do they have dials on? I don't even know if they have dials on YouTube still.